The Nerlin Nerds podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Nerlin Nerds with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the pop culture topics that interest us and those minor details that irritate us.
A few of the things for episode 1. Okay. A couple of things.
It's a very good, Castaway episode. It
is.
It's just her.
So, the opening before, all of that stuff happened.
You mean the cold open?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The cold open. And, at first you don't really, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then, it's a rebellion.
Yeah.
But why did they... Did they say why they were questioning it?
No.
Okay. That's what I just didn't know if I missed anything.
But it was something to... The only references was, why won't they open the door?
Thank you. That was... Yes.
Was, the big mystery. And then when they realized that wasn't going to happen, it's like, fuck it, let's leave.
And we'll open the door ourselves.
But they're not talking about the door outside.
No.
Yeah.
That door that was keeping them.
Yeah, which I'm assuming is the door she comes to at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever that vault is. Yeah.
Where the thing opens.
Yeah, with the speakeasy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that. So... And, when it sets up the bridge is collapsed and people are fucking hanging. And, man, that was a pretty rough uprising if they're fucking hanging soldiers from the ceiling.
Yeah, and, nearly everyone is dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I might have a theory on that. So...
This is why we have this.
They get out and they're tripping over each other to get out.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, so the group that decides to leave the vault...
Dead.
Yeah, because, clearly... And you get that at the end of season 1 is the actual lie is what they see in the helmet.
Right.
And then it really is toxic.
Yes.
Whatever, which I'm assuming there's no oxygen and it's just
because
carbon.
Because they mention that in episode 2 and it's oh my God, she went over the hill.
Yeah.
And he was they don't have enough oxygen. There's not enough oxygen in there.
Yeah. No, yeah, you just have what's in the suit.
Right,
yeah.
which proves when she makes it into over an apocalyptic amount of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Lots of dead bodies.
A nice little bowl of dead.
Right, that's exactly. It was if it rained, God, could you imagine? Yeah. Apparently it doesn't, though, so that's good. Good on them. Yeah, and she works her way down there,
But yeah, that's why she starts ripping open the suit.
Exactly.
Is because she's breathing in her own carbon dioxide.
And she uses that disgusting shit. I was you know what? That's smart though. You want to rinse yourself off.
Yeah.
Of the toxins, because that's what I thought. So when the rebels opened the door and they all rushed out, it let toxins in, and that's what killed everybody.
Yeah, everybody on the inside. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you still have Speakeasy guy.
So clearly that's a hermetically sealed door. So,
yeah.
Because she has to seal it up again.
Right.
And then I guess whatever oxygen is left in the silo she's breathing, because she didn't really turn on any.
No, but there was electricity, but you didn't hear any generators. And she fell into the
Oh, that's
water.
right, because something was powering the fan.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. And he had power.
Oh, so yeah, it's probably our emergency life support.
Everybody should. God damn it! Both our teams are losing 2-1.
It's because we're
watching. And
watching.
I'm willing to look past all that. Whatever. But she goes in this odyssey, trying to figure shit out with flashbacks to when she was a kid.
Yeah.
Picking the junk, the
right.
leftover junk.
Yeah, starting down in
did they call
Maintenance? No.
that? I was going to call it the Down Under.
No, it's the Down Deep.
The
Yeah.
Down Deep.
The Down Deep.
You're from the Down Deep, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yes, I am from the Down Deep.
But remember, she started off in the mids.
Right. And this episode, like, it seems like after she worked her way through, she was at the mid,
Yeah.
where they had the rebellion.
Right.
I can't believe they bottlenecked it there, and so many people got shot. But I mean, I guess that's like, you got a rebellion. I'm like 30 people deep. First wave can get shot.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
I'm
yeah.
tough, but I'm not stupid.
Well, no, first wave is sacrifice so
Right.
that you can, yeah. So
Right.
that they either run out of bullets or they miss you and then you can jump
hold-
over the
just
barrier.
Hold somebody up.
But that's what it was because of that episode that I was like, oh, I got to go back and rewatch season 1. And I got most of it, but there was a few other things where, like, because there's not anything that I think leads me to what's behind the speakeasy door.
Yeah.
I don't recall any reference to that in her original silo.
No.
But the thing that did keep popping up was her boyfriend, remember, had found like a huge door.
Yep.
At the very bottom.
And they was like, we don't know what it is, but they thought it was a tunnel that could connect to something.
Yeah. And then there was in the closing episode of season 1 when she's going back through his videos on the hard drive.
Right.
And he was like, don't ask me how I figured out the water. But then when I saw that in the silo she's in, the water is up above, at least the first level, if not.
Yeah, no, it's super high.
Yeah.
Because I thought the same thing. There was no maintenance. It was, she fell a few floors and not
And
a
thankfully,
few floors,
yeah.
and then through the Down Deep.
But that was a wonderful way of introducing that element. Like, she falls and you're like, well, that's it. And then it was like, oh no, there's like a gigantic pool of water.
I went, does she know how to swim?
No.
Right. Think about that.
Every time she's been in water too, she's been wearing heavy work boots
Right.
too.
Oh yeah, and that's after she found her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had to find, because she was figuring out it's the same thing. She broke the window. There was the camera. The mirror. There was the camera. She's slowly through this whole episode going, just, it's the same thing but different.
Yeah.
Same Z's but different.
But that's the other thing too, is that who knows what they have planned for this season.
I don't know.
And again, I've stayed away from the books at this point.
It's same.
But the you would think too of having like a near vacant silo, she could investigate that one to see what's similar.
A near vacant one that had thousands of people dead outside of it.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming she
But
barely had any dialogue.
But see if they have like the same surveillance system.
Right.
If they have a copy of old records that had been erased.
Oh, from Freedom Day?
Yeah.
Is that what they called it? Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of different things that they could do if they just keep her in that silo, let alone from the dude behind the speakeasy vault
that's what I'm
door.
saying. And you don't even have to explain the thousands of other silos.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need that. I'd like to think that she slowly as she's walking through, like, oh, they didn't know and they all ran out of here.
Yeah.
Why? And then she's slowly working her way through everything, figuring out that, look, this is basically the exact same thing. She went in that one bedroom. I say bedroom. That one cabin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like, what's that dude eating? At least the other silo, they had farm.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they were growing some of their own stuff, and
right.
But they had eggs, so there had to be chicks. There had to be chickens somewhere.
I think down there it was farming.
Now, I thought the farming was on like the upper levels where they could get.
Was it?
Sunlight through some of the windows or something.
That makes sense,
yeah.
But I don't know why I thought the farm was down below.
Yeah.
But it makes way more sense being up there for sun. Yeah.
And I was hoping, I'm not Googling anything vital to the story, but I was wondering when the book started, and was it 2011?
How many is it?
I don't know. Oh, 4.
Okay.
4 novellas.
Novellas.
But I was thinking if this was like a little bit earlier, like in the 80s or 90s or something, like Fallout would have been based on this idea.
Yes, exactly.
And then if that was the case, then if they begin moving out if they find underground connections to these other silos, then you would have
vaults.
These or at least different type of communities, which not necessarily would be Fallout, because Fallout was all experimentation.
Yes,
but
remember we asked that at the end of season 1 when we saw that. It was like, okay, so what about trade? Is there a trade union here? Like, what are we doing here? The Rangers scored.
Or is there one? Yeah, it's like just like all commerce. Is there one like completely agrarian? Like it's like exactly. A bunch of vegans in a silo.
I would assume they're all working toward the same thing, which at this point would be just like keeping the oppressed and surviving.
Because it's like it doesn't appear on the outside like anybody's trying to re-terraform.
No, it was a hellscape.
And we're assuming this is Earth, but because there's Pez dispensers and stuff. But
yeah, and when she's walking, you can see what looked like.
There's a skyline in the background.
Exactly. Yeah. But you can have a skyline on other planets, I guess. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Pull your head out of your ass, Brock. Jesus.
I know, man. I'm just trying here.
That's why you got to watch Battlestar Galactica, man.
I do. I need to watch The Wire as well.
Yeah.
So. Those are just a couple. I'll get around to it eventually. It took me a while for Severance. January 21st, I think, is when it comes out. 2025.
Yeah, but thankfully, we didn't have to wait that long for this new season of Silo to start. Although I think it's going to be one of those seasons where I think it is going to pan out like we were talking about last week, where you get one episode here, one episode there, and like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
We'll get to episode 2 in a second. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah, because we have to spend more time talking about Common, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Why can't I think of the main actor's name?
Rebecca Ferguson?
No, I know who Rebecca is.
Tim Robbins?
Thank you.
How did you... Wow.
I was thinking of his name in Shawshank.
Oh. Fuck you. Anthony...
I was just calling him Andy.
Oh, Andy. Yeah, Andy...
Dufresne,
yeah.
Yes.
Anthony.
Andy Dufresne.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was going to call him.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, I'm all about Rebecca Ferguson not interacting with anybody except a slot and a door.
Yeah, like maybe it's Brendan Fraser in the Whale.
I was thinking Christopher Walken in that movie with Brendan Fraser in it, where they were living underground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Remember that movie?
Yeah, the Alicia Silverstone movie.
Yes. Yep, that one. That's what I was thinking.
Oh man. No, it's going to be some sick, twisted, like Darren Aronofsky shit. Like
he has a third arm or something?
Yeah, or he's living off of he cannibalized his family or something.
He's been living, for however long, because we don't even know when that rebellion happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we assume it had been a minute because everybody was down the boat.
But the dude's been locked in a vault listening to show tunes. That'll drive anybody crazy.
Alone. Alone. And he clearly hasn't,
Real quickly, speaking of, have you heard this shit where people are going to Wicked and the audience is singing along with the movie?
Yes.
I'd fucking walk out of that shit.
And The Rock was like, hey man, you paid your hard-earned money, of course you can sing.
No. The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Nerla Nerds podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.